Wait till YouTube start. And we're good. We're good. Let me start my Twidget up again. Oh, damn. You just left Comic-Con? How was it? Dragon shirt headquarters for real? Listen. Rich G, your wife and you bought a Tesla? Shout out to Rich G. I hope it doesn't get vandalized, you know. I hope it doesn't get vandalized. A lot of furries, but innocent vibes. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Shout out Beer Barbecue Sauce. A lot of furries. How is it around furries? I feel like I wouldn't want to be around furries. Man. I feel like I would get too weirded out around furries. Like I feel like that's a bridge too far. Oh, you live in the country? You good money then. Hold on, let me call my uncle, man. Because I gotta know what he feels about this Uncle Vern. He not around? I want to know what do you think about the tournament?
What do you think about the tournament? What you think about it? You ain't got no teams, man.
What do you mean I got no teams?
Who's your team? Carolina.
Syracuse, man.
Carolina Tar Heels.
Oh,
you know you're a Tar Heel. You know you're a Tar Heel fan. I don't know why you always fronting. I can tell the undercover Carolina fans. You know you're a Carolina fan.
Only by blood.
There you go. That's all you need. I mean, you gotta get something right? Sooner or later, anything. I take anything from you I can get. You know that, right?
Oh, come on. What happened? I watched that game, when they played Duke.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, man?
You want me to honestly tell you what happened? You really?
Yeah, go ahead.
That brother tried to cheat the game. It's just that simple.
Cheat the game?
Cheat the game. Something new for you. He tried to cheat the game. You can't cheat the game and he got caught. See, what he did was intentional. The reason why he was trying to cheat the game is because he was trying to fake the other players for Duke out and make them commit a foul against a violation. He didn't need to do that. He did that himself. That's what happened to us. And now we're in the play-in game because of that.
Oh, you guys.
Because we would have beat Duke. Mm-hmm. But we're in the play-in, so we're not really in the tournament yet. So we ain't really in yet. Can't say we in.
Oh, the first four, they play San Diego State.
Right. But you understand cheating the game, though, right? You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
what that means?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what he tried to do. It's like those European players that came into the league. They're all fouled, too. Everybody from Europe.
Come on, man.
What? You don't like the truth all the time. The European guys, man, they came in cheating the game, faking this, falling down, dying on the court. You know that, man. Serious?
Ginobili didn't come in trying to cheat the game, man.
No, he came in running to the basket. 3 steps here, 4 steps there. That's why they don't call travel anymore. They just say, look, you ain't gonna call it, just don't even call it no more. We don't even call it travel. When's the last time you seen somebody call the NBA call travel?
Sarunas Marciulionis didn't try to cheat the game.
Sarunas Marciulionis. You talking about the greatest? Wait a minute now. Who was he?
He played for Golden State. You remember him?
Oh, him. He was a good player. Yeah.
Drazen
He's a good player. Drazen Petrovic is the greatest European player that ever played. Without a doubt.
He's not better than Dirk, you know. Well, I think he could have been.
He's way better than Dirk. Dirk, Joker, and all these people. None of these. Luka, Drazen Petrovic was in the same class as Michael Jordan and those guys. He's one of them. He's a true superstar.
I do think he was like that Nets team could have won a title. They had some bad luck with that Nets team.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he had the worst luck. Went home and then had a car accident. It's a shame.
Because they had him, Coleman, Kenny Anderson, Kendall Gill, I think, was on that team.
Kendall Gill, yeah. But Derek Coleman had a problem, though. You know, he's kind of crazy. DC is the best power forward that ever played in the NBA. Did you know that? You didn't know that. If you knew it, you would have answered yes right away. You didn't know that.
He's the most skilled, I would say.
No, he's the best power forward that ever played. He's better than Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is considered to be the best. Derek Coleman.
You're just not going to give Dirk Nowitzki any respect, are you?
Wait a minute. What kind of respect you want to give him? What are we talking about here?
I mean, I wouldn't put DC
top
over
5,
Dirk.
top 10. What?
No, and I told you I'm Syracuse. I'm a big Derek Coleman fan, but I wouldn't. That's who I grew up watching. When I was in high school, that's when they came through, man.
Didn't you know me when you were in high school? Why weren't you watching Carolina? It's like we hadn't met yet, or something like that. Is that what it was?
I was Billy Owens, Sherman Douglas. You don't remember that Syracuse team, man? That was Syracuse team. Was
Sherman Douglas played. I saw Sherman Douglas at a check cashing place one day. That idiot! What an idiot, man! You talking to a serious dummy.
Come on, man.
This is like, whoa, boy! You talking about God gifted? You better believe it. I talked to that lane, man. The Celtics had just traded. He was the starting point guard for the Celtics. Mm-hmm. They had just traded for Dominique Wilkins. I asked him a point blank question.
What?
I said, man, how you feel about Dominique being on the team? Aren't you glad to have somebody to throw alley-oops to again? You know what he told me?
What?
I don't know about that. It might happen. I was like, wait a minute. You a point guard, and you know that's how he made his bones in college, was throwing alley-oops, right?
Yeah.
That's what he was known for. Would you expect him to tell you that he didn't know whether or not he could throw an alley-oop to Dominique Wilkins?
Because he thought Dominique was washed back then.
Dominique was not washed back then. So, no, Dominique was not washed. I couldn't believe he said that. I was like, are you joking? I just looked at him. I was like, oh my goodness. Sherman Douglas. Great college player, you know. Suspect NBA point guard.
Yeah.
But no, you can't pedestal Dirk Nowitzki, man. There's too many things that Dirk didn't do in the game, like play defense. Or run the court. Or do anything other than shoot the ball.
Yeah, but he has one of the greatest accomplishments in NBA history. He beat one of the greatest teams of all time. One of the greatest players of all time. If LeBron's not one, he's two.
Wait a minute. Again, what did you say?
He beat like the biggest, one of the best super teams of all time in the finals.
And who was that?
The Miami Heat. What are you talking about? You know this, man.
You just don't even watch basketball, I guess. Do you know why Dallas won that series? Do you not know?
Jason Terry.
No, Jason Kidd and everybody else.
Oh.
That basically, your boy was a passenger on that team, man. You
Come
know
on. Are
that.
you being serious? He hit the game
Oh
winner
my
on
gosh,
Bosch.
man.
You don't remember he hit the
Insult me,
game winner
man.
on Bosch? You don't remember
That's
that?
why relatives. See, that's what it is with family. With if you have to like and stuff. This is what family does for you. You know, you got to be joking me. He was a passenger. You do know he was a passenger, right?
They call ISO on Bosch. He took him right to the lane and laid it up on him. Come on, are we being
One
serious
play,
here?
one play.
That was the game deciding for the series, man.
Do
The
you remember
series
the
was
year
over after
before
that.
that? Do you remember the year before that when they played Golden State in the
And they got ran. They got ran.
You know who they guarded him with? They had 6'6" guys guarding him. Dirk was 7 feet tall. That was Dirk's history right there. That laminated Dirk Nowitzki's status in the NBA. They guarded him with 6'6" players, man. You can't guard a dumb. You couldn't put a 6'6" guy on Derek Coleman, or he would destroy you. But you could do that to Dirk Nowitzki all day long. This is what we're talking about. We're not talking about one play, man. Telling you. Now you get it, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, man. You understand.
I'm a big Derek
I know you
Coleman
don't
fan.
want
I'm
to.
telling you, I'm a big Derek Coleman fan. But
You should be. DC is the real deal. DC ain't no joke, man. No. Dirk Nowitzki? Nah, man. Ain't nobody scared of Dirk.
come on.
That's the other thing, man. You got to think about the fear factor involved in this, and that's why that comment you made about one or two. Ain't nobody scared of your boy that you keep talking about one or two. Nobody's scared of him. Name somebody who's scared of him. Who were ever scared of him? Then nobody never walked on the court was scared of that guy you talking about who maybe one or two. Everybody who walked on the court, the guy who is one, were scared. You do know that, right? Yeah, you know that.
I'm not a LeBron James
Everybody.
fan. He's not number one to me.
I'm not a LeBron James fan. I just know what the real deal is. I ain't gonna spread that, man. Don't even spread it. You know? Everybody who stepped on the court against MJ was scared. All of them. They tell you now. Ain't nobody ever been scared of LeBron. Why would you get scared of LeBron?
And you're not going to get an argument from me. Jordan's still the best player I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, besides being the best player, he made all these guys cash money. And
He definitely
the
did.
NBA. You know, business, man.
Hey, man.
Now, I just like to say that about, LeBron.
Oh, okay.
But Dirk, I'm surprised you said that, man.
I think he's top 5.
Dirk Nowitzki, top 5 in what? Power forwards?
Yeah.
I can give you that. Yeah, I can agree. I agree. Yeah, I could do that without, doing any research, right? I can do that without doing any research. I like Dirk, man. I like Dirk. Dirk was nice. But Dragan Petrovic is the best player that ever came from Europe, though. There's no mistake about that.
I think you might be able to make that conclusion. I mean, he was one of the best players. I would wish he never died. If he'd have lived, I still like he was giving out work, man. He was really good.
Oh, everybody in the league except for Michael Jordan was catching it. I mean, catching it from him. It was real. That cat was not playing. I like him, man. I was like watching him, man, like I was tuning into Jordan and George Gervin and people. I would make sure I could see him.
Hey, I finished.
What about you, man? What you been up to?
I finished that second Obama book, listening to it. And
The second one. Which is the second one?
the first one was the one he wrote, A Promised Land, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the second one was, hold on, I'll tell you a second. It was by David J. Garrow. It was All titles. A Rising Star.
A Rising Star.
Reading both in back to back, listening to both back to back. What I take from Obama is at the end, like, he's really smart, talented individual. But I think his ambition, I don't know where that came from. He was really ambitious to be, a politician. And at the end of the book, it was shocking. Well, I guess not shocking. Like everybody from Chicago said they sold out. They even
The
said
Obama administration.
no, just Obama and Michelle. And
They said they sold out. Who did they sell out?
Well, they didn't go sell out. They went Hollywood. That's your nickname.
This is
right?
after they left the office?
No,
You're talking about after they left.
This is about their second term. They said they went Hollywood. And they was more mad at Michelle because they thought Michelle was down to earth, but they think Michelle went more Hollywood than Obama did.
Now quote someone.
That was a quote from somebody from Chicago.
Quote them. Who is it?
I don't know their name. It's immaterial. That's probably somebody they worked with.
No, but it matters because we're talking about the levels here. If you said it don't matter. If I said it, it don't matter. You got to know who said this, right?
You don't buy it. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is a tier of relevancy to what people say and who says it. That's what matters. What really matters is who says something.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to. I don't think they gave the name, but I think it was somebody that was with their friends before after he won the Senate seat.
So what's the name of the book?
A Rising Star.
A Rising Star. I'm not aware of it. And what else? What else did you get from the book? Oh, this is the making of Barack Obama. Okay.
Yeah. And
Barry. That's when he was known as Barry, man. You know any really cool people named Barry?
Yeah, they talked about in the book. They was like, because when he was running, because they do all these analytics.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody suggested, "Why don't you run as Barry instead of Brock?" Because they put the name out there, right? Right? And it wasn't good.
Terrible. That ain't good, man. You can't run as Barry.
And he refused. He said, "No, I'm
good. I'm glad. Thank you." That would have been terrible.
Yeah. And then there was another part when he's in the state senate. Mm-hmm. Somebody from downstate embarrassed Barack.
Somebody from where?
Somebody from a downstate senator district, whatever. Embarrassed Barack. Mm-hmm. He embarrassed him in the chambers. Barack got in his face and taunted it. They wanted to fight.
Wait a minute. Barack showed up black? Is that what happened?
That's what they said. That's one of the only times he lost his cool.
Oh yeah, they thought he was from Hawaii for real. Huh? I didn't know he showed up black anytime. That's good to know.
And then one of the other things I got from it, like some of the people that he grew up with, like in Hawaii, and a couple of his girlfriends before Michelle, they didn't like the way he portrayed them in, because he wrote 2 books, right?
Mm-hmm.
I Dreams of My Father, and there was another one.
I have that book.
Oh, did you read it?
No. I should have, but I didn't.
They say that the way he portrays it, it wasn't true. Like, he portrayed it like he went through social and racial strife in Hawaii, and everybody said that's not how it went down. I think he embellished it. It's true. He embellished some things from the book. It's not, he added some things to the book to make it look better. You know what I mean?
to make it a good read.
Yeah, to make a good read and to make it look from a political standpoint. A lot of people are saying, and then the relationship he described, he put together two of his girlfriends and made her into one and stuff like that. He did things like that when he wrote. But he's a very talented individual. That's without a doubt.
So you're saying that the book was written to sell and not for a biography?
No, not written to sell. Written
But
to portray, like
him
to
in
make
a
a back
different light.
to make a background for a political run. That's what it was written for.
When did the first book come out? After he was in office, right?
No, that was when he wrote that when he got out of law school.
Oh, before he became a senator.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what is your take on that politically? Would that have an impact? Could that become a selling point? What is your opinion?
What, him being a state senator, or
No, writing a book portraying yourself in a light that you really were not living.
me? Me
No,
personally?
hey, listen, that's a yes or no question. I'm quoting Macy, that woman from South Carolina, who was grilling my mayor the other day. What's that woman name? Macy something? Nancy Mace?
No, I don't know who that is. Oh, Nancy.
You know who that is.
I know who you're talking about.
You know who? Look at you. That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question. I was so disturbed by her. I mean, I was so disturbed. Not even nice, man. Not even necessary. But no, my question to you was, will a book like that have an impact or not in a political environment?
Yeah,
You think so?
yeah, it did. It definitely. I mean, it didn't really help during his state when he was a state senator, but when he ran, because then he ran for the House and he lost. But when he ran, for the Senate, and nationwide,
Right.
that thing sold like hotcakes, man.
Yes, it did. That's when I got mine. Somebody bought it for me and gave it to me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You still
Well, I
haven't read it?
No, Cynthia gave it to me. I haven't read it.
Oh, I'm going to eventually get to it, but I'm trying to read some World War II stuff. Listen to World War II stuff right now. I'm gonna get back to Obama maybe next year or something like that.
You don't need to listen to World War II stuff. You just need to see that movie.
What movie?
The movie came out about 3 years ago. It's incredible. That's all you need.
No.
Yes, man. I'll text you the name of the movie. That's all you need, I'm telling you.
Okay.
You'll understand the whole war.
But as far as he is, he's very smart. He's very family oriented.
Now, you keep saying he's smart. You saying that Barack Obama is an intelligent person? Or, I guess the reason I say that, all right, there are people who have great memories, right?
Yeah.
People who can remember chemistry,
Right.
calculus, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't consider those people to be smart. I consider them to have great memories.
Yeah.
Is he a intelligent person, or is a person with a great memory?
No, he's an intelligent person because he can like every time, because he taught a lot of like in between, when he was in the state senate and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He was a professor at a couple places, and he taught a couple classes. And all the students gave him great grades. And the thing about him was, like, he would present an argument, and then he would take both sides of it. And the students said sometimes they would never know his position because he was always good enough to play. He could present any side of the argument.
Oh,
he was
he
well
is
versed in
smart.
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, yeah. You hard to corner him.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah, that's a
hard to
smart
corner.
guy.
But he was very family oriented. In the state senate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he would play cards. I think they played cards on like Wednesday night, but he would just go home, go to his wherever he. I think he had an apartment up in Champaign or wherever they have it. But like other state senators, they have affairs and go out drinking and stuff like that. He just went home and did his thing. You know what I mean? He was loyal to his kids and stuff like that. Um, he was kind of mad that he was away from his daughters. After they were born and stuff like that. But
Oh, okay. So he was a real family man.
yeah, that's why there was nothing on him. He wasn't Bill Clinton out
Yeah,
here.
he's clean. No, no, no. He's clean. That's the thing about him.
Yeah,
He's very clean. When you hear negativity about him, it's always about the country.
yeah.
There are never personal attacks. Unless your boy hasn't figured out how to make them personal.
Who? Trump?
Donald. No, Elon. Elon. Who do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about Elon. Come on, man. You know that. But that's good to know, though. What is your impression of this? Now, this deep dive, has it given you a different perspective, or has it changed your mind about Barack Obama?
Listen to both of them, like a little different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he was ambitious too. I think anybody that succeeds is going to be ambitious, but I think a little bit like somebody said, like they've accused him of being, like I told you before, they accuse him of just being with Michelle because having a black wife would make him more easy to vote for. And
Mm-hmm.
so there's some people asked him that. He was like,
Even so, give me a time frame. When did he marry Michelle, and when did he run for office?
he came back. He went to law school, went to Harvard, came back to Chicago.
I bet you I dunked on him up here. You know that? You know that, right? I'm quite sure. If he was on the court,
He
he probably was.
He played a
Because
lot
we
of
used to play
basketball.
over MIT.
Yeah.
We used to play over MIT all the time. So I used to go over there and terrorize them.
You're a bully, man. Why would you go to MIT to play ball?
Because I know who you can terrorize. It's like playing in the people under 5 feet league. That's why you were playing that league. Wear them out. No mercy. It ain't my fault your dad didn't teach you how to play basketball. Come on.
Listen, so he came back to Chicago. He did the community work for a little bit. He got a couple jobs. Then he met Michelle.
Right.
He took her to Hawaii a couple years. They got married. Then that state, I think it was a woman that, I forget her name. Braun? I think her name
What's
was.
her name?
There was
What is it?
a lady that went, she was the state senator. What happened was she was the state senator, but she wanted to go for the national seat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think Jesse Jackson Jr. wanted. So she lost, but she told Barack she wasn't going to run for her seat back. So Barack took her seat, and she came back. She said she was going to, she took her, she took back on her word, and she tried to run against Barack. She still lost.
Oh, okay. Took that beat down.
Yeah, but that's kind of how it happened. Like Michelle was never enamored with him running for office or anything like that. But
She was not pushing him to run for office.
no.
She recognized life is good without that.
Yeah, she wanted him to get, because they had some money problems, and then she wanted him to get a job.
Of course, man. She had a job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she had a job.
Yeah, jobs. You can get a job too.
Um, so I don't know. What do you think about, your boy Trump is bombing Yemen? What do you think about this, man? What's going on?
I wonder if it will make a difference though.
What?
See, this it depends when you okay, of course the Houthis they're rude, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like with Israel. Are you going to really make a difference? Are you going to eliminate these guys? Are you going to incapacitate them? They don't take well the threats, right?
No.
And if you don't go to, sooner or later, you have to go the distance. If you don't go the distance, then they'll be back.
Right.
Then why not just go after Israel? I mean, Iran.
Oh, come on, man.
Why not? Why not go after Iran? I mean, you're Donald Trump. You have no respect for anything in the world except for Donald Trump. You don't. You have no respect for anything in the world except for Donald Trump. Why not go after Israel? I mean, Iran.
You keep
Why wouldn't
making
you?
this.
Hmm?
Keep making this Freudian slip.
Oh, Freudian slip. Not
Listen,
having any.
why go after Iran? Because Iran it's a much difficult task, I think.
How difficult can that be?
Um, how difficult it can be. Well, this let's put it in
Hmm.
perspective. It took us how many years? How many years were we in Iraq? It,
Yeah, but what was the objective to be in Iraq? It wasn't to destroy the country. See, that's my whole thing. You need to go in with the intent to destroy everything. That's why if you're in Yemen bombing the Houthis, it's not going to have an impact unless you destroy everything there. You have to destroy the livelihood of the nation.
yeah, but they're already
Now,
poor, man. It's not going to do nothing.
yeah, I can't do anything about that unless you want to give them some of the aid that you're pulling back from the world, the USA. You want to offer, or just continue to pull that back.
I to be honest, I don't want any bombing. I don't want him. This is like,
You're surprisingly anti-war.
why is
Why
that
is that?
surprising? Because it's bad. What are you talking about, man? Humans should be anti-war. Like I'm, like why? Why would that surprise you? I'm a decent human being.
Come on, man, you're going too
Shocking.
far now. Stop with the decent stuff. You're a human being, okay? No labels, man. Oh man, say no war, but the world doesn't work that way. No war,
Well, it doesn't work that
no
way because
hostility.
people refuse to think it can work.
But you can't talk your way. No, that's not true. You can't talk your way out of. You can't talk your way into non-confrontations. Into non-confrontation. I don't know if that's a word or not, but you know, you can't do that. You can't talk your way that way. It won't work.
Yeah, but I think at some point we have to be able to, like, let's put the arms down. I know it's not going to happen in my lifetime, but I think the thought has to be out there. I'm not a peacenik by any means, but these wars look like, you know,
You can say it.
pipelines and oil exploitation and gas. I mean, this is what it's really about. Some major corporation wants a cut, and these people don't want to give up their cut. So we got to knock some people upside their heads so people can make some money.
But I mean, bombing Yemen goes with the playbook, though. If you support big business, corporate America, then this falls right into category, right?
I mean,
You
if
can't just disrupt the supply system for corporate America. You can't disrupt that. You're doing that. So now I got to take you out. I got to punish you, right?
I mean, yeah, in theory, but there's too much collateral damage for that, and I feel like we're at a point where, okay, so they maybe country A doesn't want us to run a pipeline through there or whatever. I feel like scientifically we're far enough advanced. We can do some alternatives to make some other money. It's just these old companies, man. They just don't want to give that up and stuff like that.
Well, it's resources and money, you know.
Yeah.
Corporate America proves to you all the time that they can never make enough money. What are they gonna do with all that money though? You got any idea?
I don't know.
It's the weirdest thing to me. I know how they say that there's never enough money or something like that. But is there ever enough billions and billionaires in corporate, I won't say greed, corporate profit? What would be enough?
I don't know. I have no idea. You can't. I can't. I can't answer that for you.
Hmm.
Um.
So if he's willing to bomb Yemen, and there's an obvious reason why, but will it have any kind of impact in the long term? I would say no.
I don't like. It hasn't, because Bibi and them have bombed Yemen, and they've always come back. Now the Yemenis has said any U.S. ship in the Red Sea is open season on.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got some bad advice there.
Bad advice.
Yeah,
Who would he get this advice from?
his military team.
Really, the one that he don't trust. You think? You don't think Pete Hegseth? What's his name? Hegseth. He would get it from him? Is that his role?
Probably.
No, he would get it from the. It wouldn't be him, was it?
He's the
It would be the
Secretary of
guy.
Defense, right?
Yeah, but he don't know anything. How would he know?
He's got to call them shots, man.
He don't know nothing, man. Nobody gonna tell him the truth no more. He's running in the dark, man.
No, he's not. No president runs
He
in the
is.
dark, man. Come on, the team is what makes it happen.
The team.
Yeah, that's what when Obama in the book, right? His first team when he had Rahm Emanuel as the
Mm-hmm. Wrong.
he was the chief of staff, I think.
Yep. Chief of staff.
They said Rahm hated liberals.
He hated liberals.
Yeah.
I can see that.
They were so mad at him.
He didn't like liberals.
No, he hated liberals.
Mm. Did he say why?
No, he hated them.
Mm.
Liberals hated him, and he hated them. He made some comments about them or stuff like that.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking online to see the reaction. It's pretty muted about the Yemenis this bombing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing a lot of from either side. Usually, some MAGA was like. I remember last time he was off, he bombed Syria. MAGA was really exploded, but this time they're pretty muted, and I'm not seeing anything.
MAGA.
Yeah, MAGA.
How's MAGA doing anyway, in general?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Everybody's crying about egg prices and stuff.
No, they're crying about being federal workers losing their jobs.
I haven't heard nobody cry.
Unemployment.
I haven't heard anybody. To be honest,
You ain't heard nobody say that they're not happy to lose their job. You think losing your job is like a badge of honor or something?
I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I'm being honest.
Oh, I believe that. It's like I had a conversation with someone. They were talking about what people see and what they don't see, and the choices that they make. So I believe you. It's a choice.
What I did see that because didn't they lock up a protest? A lot of people were kind of like iffy on that. Like this is wrong.
The protester, the
Yeah,
Palestinian protester,
yeah.
is Well, you listen. Do you listen to? Does Marco Rubio make any sense to you? Does he say anything that's logical to you?
Well,
Because he
I
makes some
listened to
statements
that.
about this guy.
I listened to what he said. He said it's not a right to be here, and what I just listened to that
But
the
what
other
does
day.
that mean, though? If you tell me I've been granted the privilege of being in your country,
Yeah.
and then you tell me you don't have a right to be here, which one of those are true? Can you tell me which one? Which one is true?
I don't know. You have a right to be here if you act the way we want you to act. I guess it is.
Excuse me. Back to the entry point. You granted me the privilege of being here because I passed the test or I answered all the questions, or you granted that to me. Now that I'm here, you want me to go reapply? Is that what you're saying? That you didn't really mean what you said before? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, I'm not in agreement with this. I can't make sense of it because I
Like,
don't
stop
agree with
belling, man.
it. I don't. What do you want me to say?
You bell, stop belling.
I'm not.
Stand up and fight.
I am not in
Fight for
agreement
your
with that.
people.
No, I'm not in agreement with that. What do you want me to say?
Why are they harassing him?
Because they trying to make.
They,
You know how Florida is. You can't. You're not supposed to criticize the Holy Land, Bibi and them. And if you do, because they're trying to squash out.
see,
those
that would be a
protests.
new thing. That's not a thing, though.
It is on college
Criticism of
campuses.
Israel has always been it's been highlighted recently because of the big money people, the big money donors to the universities, and the universities have been neutered. That's a bad thing, you know.
What?
Find the college presidents, you know, beating them down like that. That's not good. There's nothing good about that. Taking the side of one opinion, having an opinion. Normally, colleges represent the opportunity to express opinions, not suppress them. And this is all suppression.
Well, they're trying to say like some of these college protests went too far. I guess.
There's no limitations on college protests. Protest anyway. You have the right to protest.
Right. Like
No, what you meant to say though is
what?
no. What you meant to say is it went too far about who was protesting, right? Isn't that what you meant to say?
Well, yeah, that's probably true. Because if it was Trump, they wouldn't said anything.
No. I mean, Ricky, what's his name? Is not Ricky Rubio. What's his name?
Mark Rubio.
Marco. Marco?
Mark.
Yeah, if he was protesting on college against Israel, they wouldn't have said anything.
I don't know about that, but
So, but you do know about that. That's all the issue here. That's the only issue that's here involved in this. Is where all of your, the civility and the civil rights. How much of that are you willing to surrender? Before in the past, it wasn't actually. I've always heard this that once you give up something, you give up something, you give up something. You heard this, right?
yeah.
You start giving ground. But looks like it might be true today.
Yeah, because that's what people are saying. Like, it's a slippery slope if with this guy, gets hemmed up and stuff like that. Like, it shouldn't be happening. But
No, it should not, especially on a college campus. See, and it's magnified because it's a college campus. These are the youth of America, and this is the people who are supposed to lead the country going forward.
right.
And if they don't lead the country going forward with an open mind and a sense of civility, then what happens to the country?
Yeah. I mean, it become further police state, to be honest.
You need to go back and start teaching civics in school? Is that what you're saying?
You need to start teaching something in school. Anything be worthwhile.
Civics would be a good start. Now, if you were a black man and you were planning a vacation,
Yeah.
would you vacation in Florida? Yes or no? That's another yes or no question. My name is Macy Grayson, Nancy Mace. Yes or
Um,
no?
I'd probably go Miami in the winter. Yeah, why not?
You would go to Florida
Yeah.
and vacation, even though Ron DeSantis has tried to write you out of history.
Yeah.
Why?
He's not going to be there forever. Come on, let's stop. Come on, he's going to be
I'm
gone
talking
soon.
about now. Tomorrow. Would you go
What
tomorrow?
do you mean, write me out of history? What are you talking
You.
about?
I said if you just happened to wake up tomorrow and you were a black man,
Yeah.
would you actually go to Florida and vacation?
Probably. But it's not my first list. It's not like I've been to Florida before. You act like
No, even
if
I'm
somebody
talking
give me
about
for
in
free.
light. No, I'm talking about in light of all the things that Ron DeSantis is opposing you with. Your history. Your what was that? They really don't like what was that? 1625? No, what was that? Um, he has a war in history books. Remember?
I mean, American education is terrible anyway in high schools. Like
Oh, come on.
it
You
is. You
can't
know it
remember that far
is.
back.
You
You're
know
too
it
old.
is. You know what it is. I can remember. It's nothing. It's nothing crazy. And a lot of stuff is something the parents should be teaching their kids anyway. Like I don't want like this is the thing. If it's concerning like black history, black people should be teaching their kids that themselves, not like begging the state to do it. Because the state's going to pick and choose what they want to put in there anyway. This is your culture. You're responsible for passing your culture down to your children. Like that's something like I don't know about all that.
You
That's
sound
wrong. You
like
know
you're
you're wrong
ranting.
about that.
You sound like you're ranting. I love it. I said, where's my tape recorder? I need this on tape.
Why?
Oh, go
That's
ahead.
true. You know
You're
it's true.
killing me.
You know
Go
it's
ahead.
true.
Keep talking. Go. Don't stop. What
Like
else?
I'm gonna put you an example. Like whatever
No,
they
please don't stop.
nah okay like whatever the state's gonna say about Malcolm X, I would have a difference, vastly different what I told her. Matter of fact, I already gave Jade a book on the speeches of Malcolm X. I made her read it. I made her read that like 6 months ago. I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting until she get a little bit older. We're gonna watch to do his autobiography because I think it's kind of like there's kind of subjects is like it's
It was
too
advanced. Yeah, there was all advanced. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I already made her read a book on his speeches already. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think we as black folks is some stuff we gotta take on ourselves and do for ourselves.
Okay. Attorney, that was actually good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Way better than I expected. Thank you for exceeding my expectations. But you still should not vacation in Florida right now.
I mean, I wouldn't. That's not my first. That would never be my first choice. To be
Why not?
honest,
Florida?
it's nothing. It's nothing special. I mean, I would rather go.
That's true. It's only, Miami, Disney. Oh, but parents have to take their kids there to Disney World.
Yeah, we thought about that, and then we didn't do it. We were like, nah, it's too much. It's a lot of money, and it's a lot of walking and everything
It's
else.
a lot of money.
Yeah, we'd rather go. We're gonna go to Jamaica this year. Everybody. Um,
Okay.
so
Jamaica.
yeah,
It's not the safest place. You know that.
it's fine on the
Uh-huh.
we're on the resorts. I think we're gonna try. They got this like glow in the dark cave. The water glows in the
Hmm.
dark and stuff. But we might go out there, but most time we want to be staying on the resort. There's enough to do on the resort for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just to travel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Travel is important for children.
yeah. So
That works.
that's not that bad.
Yeah. Don't go to Miami. No, don't do that. I'm the Miami Resistance, man, the Florida Resistance.
All right,
I'm
let me
it.
ask you one more thing. What do you think about Jasmine Crockett?
Who is that? I don't know
Oh,
who that is.
you know the
You
black
talking about
lady
the
from
House,
Austin?
from the House of Representatives?
Yeah, Austin, Texas. I think
Just
she's.
yeah.
What do you think
What
about
do
her?
I think about her,
Yeah,
or what do I think about her stance?
I mean just her in general.
I think she has a. She's very intelligent, and she has a. And she is very, very. She is going to be heard.
You know
She
this.
has a back. What?
They say she's faking her hoodness, her blackness. She says she went to private school and rich and everything, right? then she get in the
Wait
house
a
and
minute.
talk ghetto.
We're not talking about that brother from Florida. What's his name? If you want to talk about somebody faking a hood, what's his name? Tell me about the brother from Florida, where he was really from New York, who pretended to be Jamaican. What is that dude's name?
Well,
He is disgusting.
he's
That cat is disgusting, man. As a human being. And Jasmine Crockett is not. So there you have it. That's how I feel about her. Accept it, him, remove him from society. What's his name?
Byron Donalds, I think his name, isn't it?
Oh my God. Yes, that's who he is. He is wasting our air. That's
What's
how
wrong
bad
with
he is.
Byron, man? Byron's a good brother.
Everything about Byron is wrong. Byron's history is wrong. Byron's marriage is wrong. Everything about him. He's cheated on his wife, you know.
Has
He
he?
became someone he wasn't. Yes. He became somebody he wasn't. He pretended to be Jamaican while he was in college. He started out at an HBCU, transferred from there because he wasn't really black. Oh, come on. Everything about Byron is wrong. You need another list?
He's of Jamaican and Panamanian heritage.
But he is not Jamaican.
I mean, true. I guess
And
you
he
could
did not have a Jamaican accent. He's not Jamaican. Just no more. I'm Bostonian.
say. No, you're Bostonian by now. Stop. Come on.
I'm
Stop.
not Bostonian. I don't have an
Oh.
accent.
Oh, okay.
People tell me all the time. They was like,
You're right about that. You don't have the accent. I guess
"You
you
don't
do.
have an accent." I'm not Boston. You gotta have an accent. I don't have it.
Why don't you have
That
an
guy.
accent?
I'm proper.
Oh.
Why you laughing, man?
Come on.
I'm telling you. You wait till I talk to him about people tomorrow. I was like, man, they can't laugh right at me.
You should have picked up. You can't even talk in a Boston accent
No, I don't
if
have
you
it.
tried.
No.
Oh, that's strange because I would have been picked up one by now. I know me myself.
No. If you would never lose that Pennsylvania accent. What do you even call it? A Quaker accent? Whatever that is. It's impossible to lose. You can't lose that. That's a lifetime thing. I don't think anything can overcome that. I mean, seriously, I was in where was I at? Arizona somewhere,
Yeah,
and was working with a coworker who was from Pennsylvania,
yeah.
from your area. Picked
Okay.
up as soon as he opened his mouth, I was like, man, how did you get way out here? It was just that obvious. But back to Byron Donald. Have you ever seen worse though?
Come on, man.
Now help me out here. I need your help. People have asked me personally, what did he benefit? What is his benefit from being so in on Donald Trump? What will he get out of his bending the knee?
I mean, he got in the house. I mean,
He was already there. He was there already.
okay. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see. He's up for governor. If he becomes governor, then you have to say yes. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
what I tell them. I tell them if he gets the governorship, yes. But you know he's not gonna get that, right? You know there's an obvious reason why.
Because he's black.
Yeah, that's all.
Hold on.
That's obvious enough. Hmm?
Isn't he going against Hold on. Hold on. I thought. I thought what's his name
Oh,
wasn't
is
backing
DeSantis'
him.
wife in? Is DeSantis' wife
Yeah,
in?
is it this? Yeah, DeSantis' wife mows a run with
Right.
support of her husband, but it looks
So
like
what do you think
MAGA
would
is
happen
backing him,
there?
backing Byron Donald.
They call Byron Donald a Trump rump kisser. I ain't never heard that term before. Have you? I've never heard that before. See,
No,
this is what's wrong in America. I mean, I'm blaming all the weather events on Trump.
come on. The
Aren't
tornadoes that
you?
we just had.
Everything, man. Aren't you blaming him for all this stuff?
No, come on.
I mean, just think of that. I just was gifted a Trump rump kisser. I've never heard of that before. These are the things that we are being introduced to, and you're okay with these things.
What do you want me to do about it?
Something,
It's
anything, I
hey,
don't care.
listen. It works for some people. Some people have
So,
made a living. Some people have gotten rich being a Trump rump
all
kisser.
right, that's right. They're doing fine. It is about money, though. It always is. So, Casey DeSantis is dropping like a rock in the polling or
Oh, is
whatever.
she?
Hmm. He could probably run against himself and lose, though. You know that. We're talking about this disgusting person, man. That dude is just disgusting, man.
Who,
There's only two
Byron?
people that I've seen that's disgusting. That woman from South Carolina. Oh my gosh, man. You should go back and look at some of the things that she said at that mayor. What do you call it? When they brought the mayors before the house. Your boy was there from New York too, man. It was so funny.
Who?
The mayor from New York. What's his
Okay.
name? That brought it.
Oh, you heard what he said. You heard
What
his
do you say?
speech. What
What do you say? That dude's funny, man.
he said? All you Negroes that want to see my downfall. He called them Negroes.
Negroes. He talking about everybody. He called everybody a Negro.
Yeah, I mean that's what you're supposed
So
to.
why would we want to see his downfall? He's a criminal, right? Isn't he a criminal?
No, no, he's not. He doesn't.
He's not a criminal, but he's charged. Has his case been dismissed? It hasn't fully been dismissed yet, right?
No, it's been dismissed. They dropped it.
Fully dismissed by the New York State.
Yeah, yeah.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But you should have seen him, man. Have you ever seen the that movie with Tom Cruise and it's a military movie. What's his name? Jack Nicholson. What was the name of that movie? You remember that
Oh,
movie?
the one
You tell him you can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
That's what your boy remind me of, man. You sitting there like Jack Nicholson. He correct me up, man.
A Few Good
It was-
Men is the name of it.
Yeah, man. That's who your boy was. He was Jack Nicholson in that movie. He sat there, man. There was three real people, and then there was him. The other mayors, the mayor from Chicago, the mayor from Boston, the mayor from where is that? Was it Arizona, Colorado, somewhere? Where's the other one from?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
And him. The three big cities. But one of the things that I got out of that is that they were talking. One of the things, I can't quote it, but the money that the taxpayers pay into the federal government compared to the grants or aid or whatever they're talking about withholding
Yeah.
isn't even close, to what people in Boston are doing or paying.
Oh, really?
We're way over the board. Chicago's way over. New York is way over. We're spending, man. This is the huge discrepancy in our government throughout our government. Our governmental representation. The representation that not South Carolina, North Dakota and South Dakota should not be equal to what Boston, Massachusetts is doing. They don't need two senators. They should have one.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
There's no people.
I think you
Who are
can
they
make that
representing?
argument.
It is a valid argument.
Yeah.
And they're not paying into the taxes like we are. They're not spending. But their voice is louder than our voice.
Yeah, but then
They're drowning me out. And I'm spending the most in taxes.
Yeah, but about the New York mayor, they did that because when they started shipping those illegals up there, he started balking and said, "No, we don't want no more. We can't take no more," and it was destroying. It was hurting Biden and them. So they just like, "Oh, you want to get?" They gave him some act right. There was no real case there.
Wait a minute. That is not even accurate.
That's what happened. I'm telling you, as soon as remember they were busting illegals up there.
That don't got nothing to do with that.
Yes, it was.
I mean, they shipped the same. Why didn't it happen here? They shipped the same illegal people here. Why didn't they take Mayor Wu?
Because he was
why isn't she
he went on
Why
TV
is the people in
about
Chicago?
it. He went on TV about it and complained about it. You can't go on TV and complain about it. That's bad business.
No, that's not a good argument, counselor. I'm sorry. You cannot say you cannot go on TV and complain about it in the courtroom.
Yeah,
no,
that's what they do.
You got to be stronger than that. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. That is not good enough. I don't know. He is a criminal. You know he's a criminal.
He's no more a criminal than any other major big city politician. You can find.
But we're not talking about everybody else. We're talking about him.
No.
New York.
But the only reason they looked is because he balked at.
Who looked? Who are they?
The machine, the Democrat establishment. What are you talking about?
The machine? Come on, man. You're talking about the Department of Justice for New York.
Yeah.
The attorneys. You're saying the Attorney General doesn't like him because he went on TV.
No, somebody down the big wigs in the Democratic Party was like, "Yo, they made the call." It's like, listen, we need to give him some act right, and that's what they call the Attorney General in New York. You know how it works.
And so, why did all of his staff leave? Why did they all quit?
Why?
That's how it worked.
Yeah,
they quit because of
Yeah, you know how it works, man. That's how it works, man.
That is not how it works. You're not supposed to be a criminal. You're not supposed to break the law as a mayor. You're not supposed to take kickbacks.
Come on. A kickback is a flight. No, hold on.
If you take a kickback, don't get caught.
A kickback
if you
is
take
a
a
flight,
kickback, don't get caught.
A first-class flight is a kickback? You think...
If it's illegal, yes.
Come on. That is not believable. You know that's not believable.
Did he take one or two or three? Oh, you just want to clear Clarence Thomas. You just don't want to have Clarence Thomas as a part of this conversation because you know he got next. Clarence. You know this ties directly into Clarence Thomas and his kickbacks. This is why you argue so ferociously about this guy. Tell me I'm wrong. You don't like Clarence Thomas, do you?
He's all right.
Tell me. Go ahead.
Don't try to change the subject. You mean to tell me you can bribe a major a major city in America mayor with some first class tickets? It doesn't even sound right. Not millions of dollars, some first class tickets. Come on. You know that's
those guys are cheap, man.
He's cheap.
You know those guys are cheap. They're cheap. Don't play them cheap. They're cheap.
Oh my gosh.
That's why, when you're a cheap criminal, you should get the time. That's one thing I got. That's one of my rules. Cheap criminals should be convicted. Cheap and dumb criminals. He's cheap. You know it. So you think the Democratic Party is making an example of him?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
I know. But
you don't want to talk about. I understand you don't want to talk about Clarence Thomas. I get that.
Hey, before I let you go, who's winning the tournament, man?
You gonna play this year?
Yeah. When you send it out tonight?
No, I gotta make you sweat. Tonight, the day before the tournament starts. You know how that works.
Okay.
No, I'll send it out tomorrow.
Okay.
But who's gonna win?
Yeah.
St. John's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they got the best chance. They just got as good a chance as anybody. I would say St. John's, Michigan, University of Michigan, St. John's, Alabama, and one more team. There's one more team. Duke has actually a, I would say 90% chance to win this. It pains me to say that.
Is Arizona any good?
No,
The only, yeah, Duke only has Alabama in there. Alabama's good though, right? Yeah, they're good.
they are good. Yeah, they are good.
They're in the
Yeah,
bracket.
they're in the same bracket, right?
Yeah.
That's because those are two teams. Those teams are Alabama, Duke, Michigan is a sleeper, and St. John's is another sleeper. But Duke, I would think, would be the team that has to be beaten.
Yeah.
And they got an easy ride. We'll see.
Yeah.
It won't be Carolina. I know that much. We're in the playing game, man. This is really insulting. What an insult, man. Can you imagine University of North Carolina being in the playing game?
What happened during
That's
the
real.
season, man?
Our head coach decided that basketball should be played with people under 6 feet tall. Literally, that's what he did. He refused to play a legitimate lineup, two big men, small forward, shooting guard. And instead, he would play 4 guards at a time, and we would lose. And he would say, wow, we should get more rebounds. Does that sound like a person that knows that,
Right.
you can't get a rebound if you playing against people who are bigger than you?
Right.
So now at the end of the season, near the end of the season, when it became apparent to him that we were not going to make the playoffs of the 20, he inserted a bigger guy, another forward into the lineup. And the team has been winning,
Yeah.
Close game against Duke, which we should have won. Like I said, Duke's cheating the game. But yeah, this is how we got here. We're going to talk about Clarence Thomas the next time?
Yeah, we'll talk about Clarence next time. Definitely.
Clarence, man, I can't stand that guy.
One of the best judges in this nation's history. A black
One of the
man
best
from
what?
One of the best judges in this nation's history. A Geechee from South Carolina.
A Geechee from South Carolina who forgot he was black and who actually forgot the systems that helped him get there.
Oh.
He wanted to abolish all of those. Isn't that amazing? How does that work, man? Abolish everything that was help you on your way. Get rid of that. Don't help anyone. Oh, tell me what you think. So, give me your quick assessment of what's going on in America. How's it going? How are we?
You know what? A coworker came up to me. He was like, "Yo, what's going on, man?" I was like, "All right." He was like, "What do you think about all the stuff that's going on?" I was like, "No big deal." And he was like, "No, I'm talking about America." I thought he was talking about something else. He swore. He was like, "Yo, man, I'm thinking Civil War." I'm like, "Yo, calm down, man." I'm like, "Yo, relax." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know why you
really
telling him to
amped up
relax.
about
People are serious about this, man. I mean,
yeah, you know why? Because people on the left are violent. They will get violent.
Can you stop, man? I mean, those people on the left. You talking about the people on the left that just attacked the federal government on January the 6th? Are those the people you're talking about?
I'm talking people that burning up people's Teslas. I'm talking about.
Oh, that's violent. Okay,
I'm talking about
people. So you attack our federal government, and with a mob and a riot. And you think that burning a car is violent?
You're burning
really?
people's property. Historically, you can't deny this.
Where? I didn't see any burn. I haven't seen one Tesla on fire.
Historically.
I see Teslas every day. I haven't seen one burning yet. So what is your reference point?
Historically.
Historically,
Vietnam War.
people on the left are more violent than people on wherever.
They will take up arms quicker than the
Oh,
people on
you
the right.
got to be kidding me. I
You
hope
know
you
that's
didn't tell
true.
that young man. That's not true.
How is it not true?
Because the people who are in the middle America are the ones that would really the flyover states. Those are the gun right people in America.
They
Those are the ones that tell you every chance they get, you're gonna pry my gun out of my dead hand. Does that sound like somebody you want to go to the movies with? Are you serious?
Nobody in Middle
You don't
America
hear
during
nobody
the
saying that.
70s, 60s, and
Everybody.
70s. During the 60s, 70s, when they was bombing recruitment centers, when they was attacking, draft boards, that was done by the left. When they was breaking into FBI offices, that
There
was
was no
done by
such
the
thing. That
left.
was not. You know why that was not done by the left?
Why? It was done by the
There's
left.
no such thing as a left. That's
Oh.
why. So correct yourself. There was no such thing as a left. So don't even start trying to rewrite. Don't even try to write your own history. You just like these people. You can become more and more like that. There was no such thing. So you can't write that into history. See how easy you are to be caught?
That is true.
And I hope you didn't. It is not true because it did not exist. There was no left. There was
How?
no left, so you can't write that.
When the people that broke into the FBI office and got those files that exposed COINTELPRO were on the left. They would tell you themselves.
And where was the people from Richard Nixon's office from?
I mean, he
Where were
hired.
they from?
He hired. They was in.
We're talking about our government. We're talking about
Wait.
people who have attacked our government versus people who will burn a car, supposedly. And like I said, I haven't seen a car burning yet. Have you seen a Tesla burn
Yes.
on your street?
No,
On
not
your
my
street?
There's plenty of Teslas
On the
up
street
there.
over?
No,
Have you seen a Tesla
I've seen plenty of Teslas.
on your street?
Yeah, I mean not on my street.
That's what I mean. You don't even see a Tesla. How you don't reference Teslas burning
Man, there's plenty of Teslas.
and
They was
violence? Come on, man.
protesting.
Stop it. That don't even work.
Up in Westchester, they was protesting at the Tesla dealership. This was a couple
They
weeks
should.
ago.
People should. Don't you think people should not like Elon Musk if he's causing them to lose their jobs? Well, they should like him. If he's responsible for you losing your job, you're supposed to like him. Is that not logical to dislike him?
Oh, so I mean, if you want to take it a step
And protest
further,
is a thing in America. America, you have the right to protest.
well,
So why wouldn't they?
I know. Just like why wouldn't they burn a Tesla? They would burn one, of course, because he.
Well, I haven't seen any burning myself. If I see one tomorrow, I'm gonna take a picture of it and send you a picture. I'm like, look, man, here is a Tesla. It's on fire. This thing is burning, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
So then the guy told you Civil War was coming, and then what did you tell him?
I said, it's no. This isn't the worst. Like during the Vietnam War era, it was way worse than it is now. I mean, I think people are just
Wait a minute.
prisoners of the moment.
How old were you then?
I wasn't even alive, really.
That's what I mean. What are you talking
I
about?
can read. I can read.
No, listen, you're reading secondhand stuff. If you want to know about what was going on in America during that time, you have to have somebody to reference.
Did they not shoot? Didn't it? Did the National Guard not kill college protesters?
You talking about Kent State?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Kent State?
Did that not happen? That happened.
And who? And yeah, that happened. So what about it happening? It happened, and it should not have happened. Do you know I actually know someone who's on that campus?
Really?
A woman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why weren't you out there?
I know a student who's
Why weren't
on
you
that
out there
campus.
with him? You should.
I wasn't old enough to be in college.
Oh, you weren't.
Sorry, but I was actually here. At least I was here. Jeez, you weren't even here. I should make a rule. You can't even talk about stuff you won't hear. What's that guy's name? Bill Maher?
Yeah. What
You should
about?
ask him what's going on. I'm gonna check him out. Ask him what's happening. 'Cause he's like all panic.
Yeah. All right.
So you don't think it's bad?
No, I mean we'll be all right. It's not.
All right, cool. I believe you.
As long as nothing crazy breaks out, but I think we'll be okay. But I'm
Like
saying
somebody attacking The federal buildings?
I mean,
Is that crazy?
that was
Huh?
they didn't do nothing though. Like they attacked
No.
it. I mean, you attacked it and put your feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk. That's like, come on.
Somebody died.
Yeah, they should.
Does that matter?
Yeah. I mean, they shot
I
him.
mean, come on, man. You just, I mean, somebody died besides being shot. There were other people who died. Don't forget.
Oh yeah. I
Don't
mean, one
dismiss the
guy.
police.
I think he had
But
a stroke.
you assaulted the police, the people who are there to protect you.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be enough right there? Just the fact that police officers were assaulted and they are just, I mean, it's just like you going to work. Somebody come in and assault you at your job. Doesn't that really just turn your stomach? You're just doing your job.
Yeah. I mean, it happens all the time. It happens every weekend in America.
Okay. Now you're going into auto mode, auto Republican mode, auto MAGA mode. It's auto MAGA mode. I mean, you probably turn the television on tomorrow and everybody would be saying the same thing that you just said. It happens every day in America. Fox News, it happens every day in America. Every Republican will say the same thing. Now, you must explain that to me when you get a chance to. The next time, you got to explain to me how everybody is on auto MAGA mode. How is that possible? You know it. How does that work?
I don't know. We'll see.
It's amazing, though. That's the Democrats' biggest obstacle right there.
Well,
Auto Republican mode. One story, everybody. Right? So you laughing because you know it. You know it. I know it. It's good to hear you, man.
All right, good to hear from you, man.
Hey, love you, man. Take care of yourself.
Love you. All right.
You good?
Peace.
Yep.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Unc, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to do this tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation with my uncle. I gave a little perspective on what other people, what the older folks feel and stuff like that. I was thinking about doing this this bracket, the Massachusetts perspective, but that's shocking because he's been in Boston for like damn near, not as long as I've been alive, but damn near, you know. And it's shocking he doesn't have a Boston accent. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I got some stuff to do. I got to meal prep for the week. Thanks for listening. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a bracket or something like that. Fit from Fresh and Crash Out or Redacted. No, I didn't see that. I'm sure Goldstein has replied Seymour Stacks. I'll probably look at Goldstein's feed. But anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the follows. Uncle Coons. Uncle Coons. Uncle Coon. No, it's not. Niggas, I'll tell you, black folks throw the coon around too much. And, like I said, it should be stricken, but HJ, hold on, HJ. This is, you know how big a coon HJ is, though, right? I'm gonna go out with this. This nigga's from fucking Jersey, right? And fucking, like, this nigga. We didn't hear none of this from HJ. You had to come to Black Man X Pennsylvania to hear this.
Thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Didn't play this. You went damn
Spit
well.
venomous scriptures behind these podiums. Nobody's cold as him, he sings the coldest hymns. Let go your sins, the devil has no limits. His business got all my soldiers slim. Behold the grim reaper who sinks his teeth in the souls of men. Y'all niggas out of pocket like Malcolm X at the Audubon. They take a pound of flesh when the slaughter's on. Meetings at the mosque, be prepared to die when the war is on. Trust me, you are blessed if you hear the cry when your daughter's born. Shotguns and shell casings, blood soaks in the wood of the floor. Would you do more if you finally knew that your hell's waiting? Or in front of heaven's gates with a juicy steak? Tailgating, your sanity is fantasy. I'm in tune with the anarchy. The chaos got them panicky. I'm best friends with calamity. The prison's in your mind, and they locked you in with no amnesty. While look to a celebrity to lift you up with integrity. Puppets without sincerity, you can never fathom the levity. There's no way you can measure me. My energy, blood of kings, my ancestry. I give you these jewels and pray that you treasure me. Verses by Frankie Beverly. These melodies got me thinking my people happy with crumbs, but it's worthless to thank your enemies. They use pawns to pander, puppet masters who lust disaster. Movie star tell you vote for him, tell me, why would you trust an actor? Rap stars and ball players, pop singers and famous folks, selling you pain and hope. They ain't dropped the noose, they just changed the rope. Different times, same approach. Don't look down at me for selling cocaine and dope. The blood's on the wall, just look for the stains to soak. I've given y'all enough of me. My brother, please, no.
I'm drawn so close, can't let it go. I'm drawn so close, can't let it go. I'm drawn so close, can't let it go. Do you want me to stay?
You ain't feel it. You ain't feel it, HJ. You ain't feel it. You can't even play it now. Can't even play it. Can't even play it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Peace.